Mohammad Shahidul Islam. I work for Atlantic International University as an academic advisor since 2013. Since then, I have supervised more than 500 students at different disciplines at Atlantic International University in fulfilling their academic dreams. We have started our publication initiative since August 2024, and since then, I am happy to announce that I have helped to get published 62 articles from our students and alumni, and 10 more articles are in the process of publication. They have been accepted in different journals. So I am very happy to announce that I have helped more than 70 students from Atlantic International University in getting their work published in recognized media, either in form of book or electronic book or in the form of journal article. Atlantic International University has educational direction to accommodate UNESCO 2030 goal towards sustainable development in its educational activity. Your intended research publication is in line with UNESCO 2030 goal number 4, that is quality education. Your publication in a good journal will ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunity for all, because it will give you recognition and will help your fellow researcher in awarding quality education as a reference. Today's talk will be, but not limited to, the following topic. First, we will talk about your publication journey. It will be followed by a short description on what is journal publication. Then we'll talk about why journal publication, since publication is not so easy. So it is good to know why you are going to accomplish it. Then we will talk about journal publication of your research work. Then we'll talk about how we can support you in organizing your journal article. Then we will talk about how to write an article in scholarly format for journal publication. Then we will talk about book publication. Then we will talk about background accomplishment. Then we will talk about Atlantic International University aid to its student. Then we will review to publish journal article to go through the details. Then we will talk about a possible call for paper for journal publication. There you will get information to write an article for a special issue by a journal. Uh, then we will open the floor to put me question. I will be more than happy to address few questions. And finally, we will conclude with some concluding remarks. Dear fellow friends, today I will introduce an alternate idea of your research work, that is publication of your research accomplishment in a journal. Many fellow students are afraid to publish their work in a journal. They think it is tricky, but in reality, it is not that much tricky at all. Many of you may have written letter to your friend or partner. There, sometimes you describe a story. Similarly, a journal article is like a living story. There, you describe accomplishment of your research work from beginning to end in a structured way in scholarly format. Are you ready for it? Let's get started. Now let's talk about what is journal publication. A journal is a collection of articles and is published periodically throughout the year. A journal publication is a scholarly publication containing articles written by researchers, professors, and other experts. Journal focus on a specific discipline or field of study. Unlike newspaper and magazine, journal are intended for academic or technical audience, not for general reader. Are you ready for it? Let's get started. Now let's talk about why journal publication. Most journal publications are peer-reviewed publication. It means your journal article has been reviewed and verified by experts in your subject area before publication. Once this is done, your journal article constitutes authentication to be accepted by scholars worldwide. Journal publication is important in both engaging in professional communication and advancing scientific knowledge and improving human life. Publishing article in journal can give your work visibility among other researchers in your field outside of your immediate circle of contacts and colleagues. Journal publications can make your work more discoverable as they are already been read by circles of interested readers. Your published journal article constitutes solid basis to be referred by future fellow researcher. Are you ready for it? Let's get started. Now let's talk about journal publication of your research work. Before journal publication, you need to compile and write up your research work compatible to a standard journal format. Before doing that, it is good to answer few relevant questions like, are you interested in publishing your work? Are you organized to do this? Do you have experience in reviewing a journal in the area of your interest? Can you write your final thesis in research format? Do you want international recognition or acclaim for your research work? Do you want your research work to be referred by fellow researchers? Do you want worldwide acceptance of your research work? Do you want to increase weight of your CV by incorporating your research outcome? Do you want to be a competent candidate in finding a job in the area of your interest? Do you want to be a qualified researcher? Do you want to create an impact in your area of interest? If answer to few of these questions are yes, yes, you are a qualified researcher to publish your work in journal or other recognized media. Are you ready for it? Let's get started. Now let's talk about how we can support you in organizing your journal article. First, you need to review several journal articles in your subject area to understand the suitable format. Ensure your research aligned with the chosen journal's guidelines. Then adapt your thesis content to fit the journal article format. Focused on most significant findings and contribution of your research. Pay special attention to results and discussion section because this results and discussion section will act as an antecedent to be accepted in a reputed journal. Are you ready for it? Let's get started. Now, then you need to submit your article to the chosen journal. Journal editorial team will evaluate and review your submission. Then you need to be prepared for any necessary revision based on the feedback you receive. Then if your article is accepted, you will need to pay the article processing cost directly to the journal. This cost can vary from 50 US dollar up to 4,500 US dollar, depending on the journal and depending on whether it is listed or unlisted in SJR. Note that this article processing cost is a standard practice in academic publishing and is not a requirement by Atlantic International University. It is solely managed by the journal. Once accepted, your article will be published online. Then use your published article as a reference in your CV and highlight it in your list of accomplishments. Our team at Atlantic International University is here to assist you throughout this process. We can help you organize your manuscript and submit it to the right journal for acceptance and publication. Are you ready for it? Let's get started. Now let's talk about how to write article in scholarly format for journal publication. Writing a journal article can seem daunting, but with right structure and guidance, it becomes a manageable and rewarding task. Here is a step-by-step format to help you structure your journal article. Follow this blueprint to ensure your paper meets the standard of academic journal. So please pay special attention to this section because this is very important. Journal article format. Journal article format varies from journal to journal. To be specific, you need to browse the specific journal web page and browse through the instruction to the author or how to write the writing manuscript for the journal. There, they usually write down what they need in order to accept manuscript according to that format. Today, I will introduce a journal format which is acceptable in many journals, even though 100% will not coincide, but you need to change a little bit to get fitted with the specific journal format. First, you need to write a title for this. Craft a clear and concise title that reflects the essence and integral notion of your research. Then you need to write authors' names and affiliation. List all authors involved in research, including their institutional affiliation. I have helped more than 70 students in writing article according to journal format, but 95% of our students would not write the first names and affiliation properly on the journal. I don't know why it is. It is very simple. Write down your name, and if you have the co-author, after comma, write down their name, and underneath, simply write down the institutional affiliation. If you are a student at Atlantic International University, you can write down the school you are studying and the name of the university and address of the university, and underneath, write down your address as a corresponding author. That's it. I don't know why the student could not write author's name and affiliation properly in the manuscript. Then you need to write abstract, provide a brief summary of your research, including the purpose, methodology, and key findings. This section need to be between 150 to 300 words, not more. Many students write down abstract 2 pages long. It is absolutely not right, because abstract should be very precise and concise and should reflect the summary of your work. Then you need to write down 5 keywords, identify 5 key terms that are central to your research. By tagging these keywords, a finder can find your article. Then you need to write down the introduction, introduce your research topics, its significance and objective of your study. Cite 10 to 20 references in support of your scholarly argument, which constitute relevance of your work. Then you need to write down the problem description, describe the problem your research addresses. This section need to be 50 to 150 words. Then you need to write down the result objective. Clearly state the objectives and goals of your research. Write 3 to 5 points. Each point should not be more than 15 words long. Then you need to write down the materials and method details, the materials and method used in your research to ensure reproducibility. Methods need to be referred by appropriate references. Then you need to write down the theoretical background. Describe the theoretical framework and existing literature related to your work. You can write theoretical background or literature study or it could be additive in your introduction based on how you organize your manuscript. Then you need to write down research results and discussion. Present your finding and discuss their implication in the context of your research questions and objectives. Use graphical presentation of your results and discuss with logical interpretation. Results and discussion section is usually the heart of your manuscript. The more nicely you will organize your results and discussion section, the more there will be a chance to get your work accepted in a reputed journal. Then you need to write up the conclusion, summarize your key findings and their significance, and suggest potential direction for future research. Then you need to write up acknowledgement, acknowledge individual or organizations that supported your research. If you have a list of symbols, provide a list of symbols used in your research. And after that, you need to write the references, include all references cited in your research according to the journal format. Consult the journal referencing format and write up your reference according. The formatting guideline will be like this. Use a 12-point font size, single space text, aim for a length of 8 to 12 pages. This is approximately 3,500 up to 5,000 word in total for a standard scholarly article. Here are a few suggestions where you can think to send your finished manuscript for evaluation and review. These are the suggestions, not mandatory to you. It is depend totally upon you where you need to submit your work for evaluation and review. But before sending, think about if the journal is recognized, if the journal is listed in APR, if you will get the acclaim you need after the publication. First, I have written the name of Elsevier. This is a very prestigious and high-ranked journal. They escape from leading expert in the relevant subject. Yes. I will post the today's PowerPoint presentation slides and sample articles. I will show you and the call for paper in chat option. And you can download these three materials from chat option. After reading these materials number of times, you will get ample knowledge to educate yourself in order to write up a own. I am in fact uploading this resource material right now so that you will have time to uh, download sample article. Then today's PowerPoint presentation. Today's PowerPoint on the call for paper. Call for paper. So I have posted the resource material that I am presenting today in my presentation. You can go to the chat option and download these three resource material. Then here is another suggestion, Spengler. This is also very high-ranked, impactful journal. They accept manuscript from world leading expert. Then we have collaboration with few journals. These are recognized but not listed in here. We published our student work in this journal at a reduced article posting cost. Our student enjoys 70% discount in article posting cost if they wish to publish their work in this journal. For example, our student in engineering sciences, our student can publish their work as low as 50 US dollar. Then we have collaboration with Academia Journal of Scientific Research. But the problem is this journal article processing time is very, very long. They need at least 6 months in order to and publish student work. Then, but article processing cost our student for our student is 50. Then we have collaboration with Scholar Publishing. Scholar Publishing publish both journal and electronic book. For journal, they take 49.99 pound sterling from our student per article, and for publishing electronic book, they charge 100, 100, I think 75 pounds or 150 pounds sterling. Could not remember. We get electronic our friends. Then scholar publishing have different journal. For example, they have European Journal of Academic Sciences, then Archive of Business Research, Advancing Social Science Research Journal, then British Journal of Healthcare and Medical Research, then Transaction of Engineering and Computer Sciences, Discoveries in Agriculture and Food Sciences. Then we have collaboration with few journal like American International Journal of Humanities and Social Sciences. Uh, this journal has low article percentage. I think of $60 per article, per accepted article published work. Then I also recommend to browse few listed journal, for example, Humanities and Social. Uh, yes, but the problem is article posting cost for this journal is 1,500 US dollar. Then this is listed, and the International Journal of Innovative Research and Scientific Studies, this is also listed. And depending on the journal, they have different article posting cost for different journal. For example, no, for different articles, if your article is very uh, quality, high quality, if your article is high quality, article, then they offer you reduced article posting cost. If your article not that much high quality, then they add high article posting cost. So article posting cost varies from article to article for this journal, the National Journal of Innovative and Scientific Studies. But I think the article posting cost varies from 1,275 US dollar to 1,500 US dollar per accepted article, but this is ranked in journal. Then you can think to submit your article in International Advance in Economic Research. This is from Springer. Then you can think to submit your article in American Research Journal of Humanities and Social Science. This journal has low article posting cost. I think they charge 60 US dollar per accepted article. But this is from USA journal and they accept manuscript in humanities disciplines. Then we have also collaboration with this journal, Applied Science Research Periodical. Our student enjoy 70% discount in article for journal, and they take 40 pounds sterling per accepted article if you pay with debit or credit card. No, if you pay in PayPal, but if you pay through your debit and credit card, then they charge 49.99 pound sterling per accepted article. Then I also recommend you to consult few other journals, for example, International Journal of Arts and Humanities, International Journal of Education and Human Development, International Journal of Social Science and Business, International Journal of Business Management and Commerce. So if you go by us with our journals, you will get discounted articles. But of course, you are free to submit your work for evaluation and review to any journal. But as I have already spoken, think about a journal credential, your work, because after publication, the main goal is to get the recognition work. That is important. . Then a few of my students want to publish their work as a book, especially those who write up a thesis but cannot convert their thesis compatible to a format, can think publish their thesis as an electronic book. And this is a guideline for you. You need to organize your book. Like journal, you need to craft a title that reflect your book content. Then you can write a section for dedication. You can dedicate your book to the sweet memories of your acquaintance and beloved one. Then you need to write the forward preface summary of your book. Then you need to write a forwarding letter from the editor. There they can write few nice word in favor of your book. Then you need to organize your book content. First, you need to document the need and driving for documentation. Write why you have written up your book, interested to your intended readers. Then you need to develop the book content from beginning to end. Then you need to document the key messages of your book to the intended reader. Write down the key messages you want to deliver to your reader through your book. Then you need to write up the Unlike journal article, book is not stipulated to any length. You can write as many pages as you can, as long as it is acceptable scholarly, and scientifically. Then Kinley Direct Publishing from Amazon and Lambert Academic Publishing do not cost anything. You can publish your book at a free of cost to these publishers. Then Scholar Publishing publish ebook as low as 150 pound sterling, as I have spoken. Scholarly Publishing has collaboration with us. If you go via us, you will enjoy discounted article publication cost as low as 150 pound sterling. Usually they charge 250 pound sterling. But if you go via us and if you tell them that you are a student at London University, they will offer you a discounted uh, ebook version cost by 150 per ebook. And it is possible to publish thesis like journal article up to 30 printed pages long at 50 pound sterling at European Journal of Academic. So if your thesis or book is up to 30 printed pages long, you can publish your book as a journal article at a reduced like a journal manuscript sterling. So if your book is up to 30 printed pages long, you can publish your book as a journal article at a reduced cost, 50 pound sterling, like a journal article. Then few of my students want to accomplish patent. There are few guidelines for them. Step in patent application process. Step 1, include invention, understand, and disclosure. Understand and disclosure what you have invented. Step 2 is patentability search. Search a patent format of a patented article for your own review. Then step 3 is filing an application for a patent. Browse your chosen patent authority and fill up the application. Step 4 is patent drafting. Draft your own patent text. This is very important. You need to draft your patent text that you are claiming. Then step 5 is filling the patent application. File your patent application to the chosen patent authority platform. Step 6 is request for examination. You have to request to examine your claim patent. Step 7 is responding to the observation. Be prepared to answer the observation if you cannot the observation, they will not accept your patent application. Step 8 is grant of patent. If granted, you can enjoy the patentability right and can get royalty as admissible from the beneficiary or customer within the covered area. US patent can cost more than 30,000 US dollar, and European patent can cost more than euro. So if you can get one patent application accepted, Atlantic International University can subsidize part of the cost with no patent. Then Atlantic International aid to its student, we provide two types of help. One is editorial help and another is financial help. Editorial help include motivation, information. It include need, benefit, and quality assurance, organization, and write up what we are exactly doing in organizing the online seminars or online class on journal publication in every alternative way. Then choosing right publisher to publish your work. We help you to choose right publisher to publish your work. Then we provide submission help. We provide acceptance help. Acceptance is not our task, but we help our student get their work published. Then financial help include Atlantic International University credit article processing cost from tuition fees for first standard and recognized published article per student. Effectively, publication does not cost anything to Atlantic International University student for the first standard and recognized published article per student. This means that for your first publication, if after publication, if you inform us for details, we will add your request to the university, then university will credit the article processing cost from your tuition fees for your very first article. Of course, you can publish as many articles as you can during your study tenure, but from second to upward, cost will be borne by yourself. So your first article processing cost needed on fees from and university inform application 8 on our Atlantic International University. We provide this in order to encourage our students to publish their work because publication give you recognition and validation of your work. It will give you worldwide recognition. You will not be recognized in your country. You will be recognized worldwide if you can publish an article in a recognized journal or if you can publish an electronic book in recognized media. Then before conclusion, I will show you show you So I am going to show you two published articles under the same DOI and to go through the detailed content of this. First, you need to write the title. Here we have published two articles under the same DOI, and that's why our title was like this: Sustainable Treatment of Emerging Organic Pollutant from Endocrine Disruption Chemicals from Water and Wastewater. This was the first article. And the second article was Role of Atlantic International University Online-Based Distance Learning Education System to achieve UNESCO 2030 goal towards sustainable development. And after the title, you need to write author's names and affiliations. Simply write down your name and write the institution you are affiliated with. And if you have a co-author, follow the same step. And underneath in your manuscript, you need to write your email address. Then you need to write abstract. First, start writing abstract with introducing some interesting sentence to attract the attention of your readers. For example, here we have written complete mineralization of emerging organic pollutant, including endocrine disruption chemicals, is one of the challenges to a sustainable development practice of water and wastewater treatment. Then continue right up and finally write the results you got in your research. For example, in the end of the abstract here we have written, result obtained in work will help the water treatment industries to develop sustainable ozonolysis technique to treat endocrine disruption chemical at optimized process condition. So what you got need to be inserted at the end of your abstract. Then after abstract, you need to write up at least 5 keywords. Hmm. After abstract, you need to write at least 5 keywords. Then after keywords, you need to write the introduction. Again, start writing introduction by introducing some interesting sentences to attract the attention of your reader. Here we have written, sustainability means to meet the present need without compromising our future generation to meet their own need. It is rather a short statement, but it has broad and profound implication in our ecosphere. Then start writing the remaining section of the introduction. Include at least 10 to 20 references. Here we have included many references. Include at least 10 to 20 references in support of your scholarly argument to establish the validity of your work. Then in introduction section, by inserting aim and purpose of your study. Here we have written down aim of this study is to optimize process variable, including spatula size to introduce hydrogen for emerging organic pollutant as well as endocrine disruption chemical mineralization. Then we have written what was our purpose. Purpose is to reduce flexible, reliable, effective treatment method by incorporating the ozonolysis technique. Then after the introduction, write on the problem description, describe the problem your research faces. And if possible, it is good to add few references in support of women. Then you need to write the objective, write at least 3 to 5 points in objective section, and each point should not be more than 15 words. And then write the materials and methods section. Use the detailed materials and method used in your research, and method needs to be referred by appropriate references to establish the validity of your work. Then after materials and method section, you need to write the results and discussion. Divide the results and discussion section in different subsection under different caption. and include tabular and graphical presentation and end up with logical interpretation. The more nicely you will write the result and discussion section, the more there will be chance to get your work accepted in a reputed journal. Then after results and discussion, you need to write down the conclusion. Start writing conclusion by introducing some interesting sentences to attract the attention of your reader. For example, here we have written down what we have done. Optimization of factor affecting ozonolysis, ozonolysis kinetics of diclofenac sodium, namely concentration of initial substances, temperature of the system, and its further effect has been carried out. This study, we have written out what we have done. Then continue writing conclusion and end writing conclusion by inserting the future direction of your work. The second article was under the same content. Second article contains the same content. For example, the name of the article, or name of the publication, or title, then abstract we have written, then 5 keywords at least, then introduction section, after introduction problem description section, after problem description objective study, then methods, then we have written the results and discussion, and we have inserted graphical presentation, and we end up with the interpretation. Then after the result and discussion section, we have written the conclusion, and finally references. Include all references, include you cited in your manuscript. This is how different content of published journal articles. Then I am going to show you a call for paper. No, it is not. Here is a call for paper. This is a good new inclusion. This calls for paper from International Journal of Educational Media and Technology. And you can write an article for this journal based on the journal's and from reading the journal name, you know, International Journal of Educational Media and Technology is relevant to what you are doing in learning education at Atlantic International University. You can write a journal about humility, online-based learning education at Atlantic University. Then you can develop your manuscript with the content by setting a title, then 5 keywords, then introduction, then problem description, objective, uh, methodology, results and discussion, conclusion, and then after writing, you can write abstract. And if you can produce 8 to 12 pages manuscript, you can submit your manuscript to the journal for evaluation and review. Here are their time frame. By September 1st, you need to submit via Open Journal system portal. If you have an account in Open Journal system, you can submit your manuscript system. For that, you need to open an account in open journal system, inserting your details. Sometimes they not accept the new registration. So you need to wait a while in order to complete your registration in open journal system. But for example, I tried to register myself in open journal system, but I could not because they not accept. But don't be disheartened, even though if you cannot open an account in journal system, you can go to the journal web pages and register there and submit your manuscript using the journal online platform. So if one method doesn't work, you can go for another method that is workable. Then this is the journal submission by article submission to this journal by September 1st. Then by October 15, they will review the manuscript. Then by October 1st, they will notify you whether your article will be accepted or not. Then if accepted, they will tell you to submit the revised and final manuscript by the end of November. And in January 2026, they will announce the winner of 2025 issue published. So you can think to write a journal article and publish it. And if you need any clarification, you can email to the journal editor. Here is the email address of the editors. So I have published this call for publication.